Hey, John here. I just wanted to reach out. I felt like doing a video was probably the easiest way to be able to contact and kind of share my story of what's been going on in my world lately. It was probably way back, I guess, over a year ago that I talked with my doctor, and he said, hey, your triglycerides, your cholesterol, good and bad, they were all out of whack. Told me that I needed to adjust my diet, and I didn't listen, and part of the problem with that was that I went back again 4 or 5 months later, said, so how's the diet going? Have you changed what you're eating? And I had not. The doctor told me pretty point blank and said that if you don't change the way that you're eating and you're get this under control, you will not live to see your youngest two children graduate from high school. Obviously, that was a huge wake-up call for me because my numbers had been really high, and so I chose at that point. I said to the doctor, I said, okay, give me a goal, set a mark. And she said, okay, 60 days. For 60 days, stay away from the fried foods and the McDonald's breakfast and all that kind of stuff, which was pretty much my standard of living. And that was, so it was difficult, but I chose that I was going to do it. I set out that this was the plan and I was going to make that happen. So, the very first day I get this salad. I go and I'm eating this. It's a chicken. It has chicken in it and all that. And I eat the whole thing. And then I'm like, man, I need like 3 more of these because I'm still full. And so the biggest struggle is like the cravings. It's like you just want to eat and eat and eat. And so that was. I started doing that, and I was eating with another doctor friend of mine actually, and he said, hey, what you should look at doing is more of a ketogenic type meal plan or a lifestyle, which just pretty much boils down to eating less carbs and less sugar. And there's more to it, obviously, and I can get into that later. But part of the thing was, as I started doing that, and there was a product that I was using also that helped me to overcome the cravings, helped me to be able to not desire the carbs and sugars as much. And so I started using that, and that was a huge change for me. But by doing that and taking that product, number one was that, yes, the fat loss, which if you saw the picture or whatever, I've got, of my before and after, my 90 days before and after, that was all from just changing my lifestyle, changing what I was eating and supplementing here and there with what I needed to do. And obviously it changed my body composition, the fat. I went from a 34 down to a 30 in my pant size and stuff. And part of the thing was the product that I was taking, because I got rid of the carbs and the sugars, is I had problems with inflammation in my joints, my fingers, my elbows, all that kind of stuff was hurting. As if you've dealt with that, you know what I'm talking about. When the weather changes, you feel it. You can tell that a storm is coming, whatever kind of storm that is, because it changes the way you feel. And so since doing this lifestyle, I have completely I no longer am taking Tylenol or ibuprofen like they're Tic Tacs every day, because that's kind of what was happening with me. And so I'm not doing that. The other thing is I had an issue with ADD, and I had been taking medicine for that, and I completely was able to get rid of taking care of the medicine, or taking care of it without taking the medicine anymore, because I changed my lifestyle by what I was eating and how I was eating and stuff like that. It helped me immensely in that. So it wasn't really just a weight loss kind of deal, because we can sit and watch a scale go up and down. It doesn't really matter what you do with that. It's going to get adjusted, and it can fluctuate depending on what you had to eat that particular day or how much water you had that day. You can do those meal replacement shakes or whatever. And I've tried that. The sad thing about that is I was always able to get a before picture, but I could never get an after picture because it didn't change. And so I looked at that. Some of those shakes are like 120 calories. So, and they say have one for breakfast and have one for lunch. Well, when you do that, you're only getting about 240, 250 calories, breakfast and lunch, and you're starving yourself. So even when your body weight is adjusting, it's really just adjusting because you're burning muscle. So, and that's not a good thing, because the moment you get off of taking it, it spikes right back up. So I was really excited about this lifestyle, this change in lifestyle, of how I was eating and what I was eating, and then the supplement to go along with it that helped me to overcome those cravings. So what I've decided to do is because of the results that I've personally had over the last 90 days. I decided that I was going to help my friends, and get them, because it takes somebody believing that it will work, and I have seen this because I've given it to friends, I've given it to family so far, and it works on 100% of the people 100% of the time if they do what they're supposed to do, which is mainly being committed to the results. Now, I didn't go to the gym and work out, I wasn't running all the time. My workout consisted of maybe one to two times a week, and spending 25 minutes each time I was going in, and I was only using machine weights, but no cardio whatsoever, because I knew I could drop weight, or I could change my fat percentage just by cardio. But I didn't feel like everybody would be willing to do something like that, because I was getting to the age, or I should say getting to the age, I am at the age where I don't want to go run 3 and 5 miles a day. So I was really excited. So I'm committed to helping 10 people each month to be able to get to the place that they want to, as far as the results that they're wanting to get. If you're wanting to change your body composition, burn fat, and all of that kind of stuff, my only requirement is that a person be committed to results. I do not want anybody to try it. What I want is people that are committed to seeing some changes and seeing some results, because I know that if you'll do the things that we talk about and you work with me on it, I promise I can help you to get there. So it's kind of a 10-day quick start, kind of a jump start program, and I'm putting my money on the line for the people that I believe are committed to getting the results. So that's it, what I want you to do. If you're interested in that, please message me back, and then we can talk, and I can kind of go over the things, and you can see if it's something that you're willing to be committed to. And that's it. Thanks.